Welcome, friends. Come camp with me in the woods here at DELANCY campground in the Ocala National Forest, where I'm going to set up and hopefully recharge my bike with the solar panels. And I'll show you how that's done a little later in the video. I have to wait till the sun's up tomorrow. We finally made it to camp. Get our gear out. Trekking poles. Get out our chair, ground seat. Get out the tent. Take off our gloves and our helmet. 24.1 miles. Extreme drought conditions and a fire ban, so you're highly discouraged to stay away from dispersed camping and stay in the campground, and this is one of the only ones that's open. Got a few sticks to pick up here. Nice bed of pine straw here, be nice and soft on the ground. I really like this little Winterial bivy tent. Been a few reviews on YouTube about it. Some people complain that, well, when it rains right in the tent and your stuff all gets wet. But, you know, not to disparage anybody, but I think the people reviewing are novice campers, don't have really a clue, and don't know how to use the equipment. This is not a review of the Winterial bivy tent because it's no longer available. I've had this for about 6 years now, and I'm just my impressions. I like it because it's packs up fairly small. It's not real heavy. It's only around 2 pounds. Doesn't take up a lot of room. I can volet strap it with my sleeping bag right to the handlebars on the bike, and I don't need to use a trailer, but when I come out here, I like to bring plenty of water and other things that normally is a pain in the butt to carry on the bike in panniers. There's no water out here available, so you need to bring plenty. I'm planning to be here for a couple of days, so I usually bring a couple gallons of water. I bring a hatchet and a small saw to cut firewood. I carry a couple of 24-ounce bottles of water and water bottle holders on the bike, and plenty of snacks in my commuter bag on the back. I can also fit my stove in there. So if I'm not going somewhere where I need a couple gallons of water, or even a gallon, I can get by without using panniers. But when I come out here into the woods, one of these campgrounds is going to be here for an extended period of time. It's nice to throw the little trailer on the back. And that's a Vevor trailer. It's similar to many of the other ones that are available. I just like this one because it was, I think, under $100, and it's pretty sturdy. I run flat out in all my tires, so I don't have to worry about flat tires or running over anything. Got about 6,000 miles on this bike in 4 years, so been working out real well for me. This little bivy tent's pretty easy to set out. Stretch it out on all 4 corners, pretty taut with the stakes, and it's got 2 poles that fit in, and the tent clips to the pole, so you don't have to slide it through. I hate tents that you have to slide the pole through because they usually slide in real easy, but they're a pain in the rear end to get out. They keep wanting to grab on and stretch the shock cords, so it's just much simpler this way. Just a nice little tent. The pole at the foot end keeps the tent from getting on your feet at night, gives you a lot more foot room, and sleeping bag doesn't touch the end of the tent. It's real nice feature. The tent itself is just a full mesh. Keeps the bugs off of you, and the mosquitoes and any kind of other creepy crawlies. And when it's not going to rain, or be real damp and dewy, it's very nice to be able to just lay in there and be screened in and see the stars in the sky. I have links in the description to the equipment that I'm using and the upgrades I have on my bike computer, and all my lights and everything. These are Amazon affiliate links. Has a small little vestibule, big enough to keep your shoes and your backpack covered, and you can stake out the fly in the front with a trekking pole or a stick and have a completely covered little porch. I have used this tent while hiking the Florida Trail and the Pinote Trail, and endured some pretty heavy rains and bad weather, and stayed comfortable and dry. With the fly staked up, you get some good ventilation at night, and you don't get all that condensation buildup inside the tent. And even when it's raining, you don't get any rain coming in. Here I'm using my waxed canvas ground cloth. It's about 40 inches by 40 inches. Makes a nice little get in, get out porch. Getting out the sleeping bag, let it fluff up a little bit. Take off my shoes and socks and put on my flip-flops and enjoy being at camp. Dang old crows anyway. Now it's time for a little relaxing with a cold beer. We got a full moon tonight, or very close thereof, either before or after, but it should be pretty bright out. This is what life is all about. When you get to be an old man like me, 75 years old, hanging out in the woods on your bike, sleeping on the ground, yeehaw! Getting a little cool out, time to put on my sweatshirt. And drink another beer, of course. So it's the next day and early in the morning. Not very bright out yet. The sun's coming up, still a lot of shadows though. So on a bright sunny day, the bike will recharge in about 4 to 5 hours. 19.7 volts from the panel, 41.7 going to the bike. So thanks for coming along with this little trip with me, and thanks for watching.